Welcome back to the web series of Cardiovascular System. Infective endocarditis. It is the infection of the inner lining of the heart caused by direct invasion of bacteria or other organism that cause myocardial abscess or heart failure or other complications. It is caused by bacterial, viral or fungal infections. Risk factors of infective endocarditis. It includes cardiac conditions like prior endocarditis, prosthetic valves, valvular heart disease, rheumatic heart disease, and congenital heart disease. Non-cardiac conditions like nosocomial bacteremia, intravenous drug abuse, invasive procedures, vascular devices, and dental procedures. Classification: acute endocarditis, subacute endocarditis, native valve endocarditis, prosthetic valve endocarditis, and nosocomial endocarditis. Acute endocarditis. It is typically affects those with healthy valves and presence of rapidly progressive illness. Subacute endocarditis. It is typically affects those with pre-existing valve disease and a clinical course that may extend over months. It is mainly caused by less toxic organisms. Native valve endocarditis. It is an infection seen in patients those have valvular or heart disease that predispose to infective endocarditis. Prosthetic valve endocarditis. It occurs in 1 to 6% of all patients with prosthetic cardiac valves. Nosocomial endocarditis. It is usually a complication of bacteremia induced by an invasive procedure of a vascular device and which mainly affects nearly 10% of infective endocarditis in some areas. Pathophysiology of infective endocarditis. Due to etiological factors, causative organism adhering to the endothelial surface, which causes multiplication of organism that leads to leukocyte platelet fibrins covers the multiplying organism and form vegetative lesions on the valves, which causes local valve damage. Mitral and aortic valves are commonly affected. As blood flows through the heart, these vegetations may break off and become emboli. Embolization to the spleen, liver, kidney resulting from left-sided endocarditis. Pulmonary emboli may occur in right-side endocarditis. Clinical manifestations. The general manifestations include chills, weakness, fatigue, anorexia, myalgia, abdominal discomfort, weakness, headache, and clubbing of the fingers. The cardiac manifestations include cardiac murmurs, heart failure, and decreased cardiac output. The vascular manifestations include sphincter hemorrhage, petechiae, osteoid nodes, Janeway's lesions, and Roth spot. Diagnostic evaluation of infective endocarditis. History collection. Inquiry regarding patient's dental, urologic, surgical or gynecological procedures, history of heart disease, history of cardiac surgery, dialysis, etc. Blood culture, complete blood count, echocardiography, chest X-ray to detect presence of cardiomegaly, ECG, cardiac catheterization. Management of infective endocarditis, IV antimicrobial therapy. 6 weeks of therapy is recommended for most patients except uncomplicated right-sided, which 2-week therapy is recommended. Nursing management of infective endocarditis include maintaining adequate cardiac output, auscultate heart to detect new or change in murmurs, monitor BP and pulse, record intake and output, record daily weight, auscultate lung field or evidence of crackles, maintain tissue perfusion, observe the patient for altered mental status, hematuria, monitor vital signs, monitor urine output, observe for sphincter hemorrhage, assess skin color, temperature, maintain normothermia, observe basic principles of asepsis, good hand washing techniques. Monitor temperature every 4 hours. Promote adequate hydration. Improving nutritional status. Reducing anxiety. Nursing diagnosis of infective endocarditis. Decreased cardiac output related to structural failure. ineffective tissue perfusion related to interruption of blood flow, hyperthermia related to illness, imbalanced nutrition less than body requirement related to anorexia. Complications: severe heart failure due to valvular insufficiency, uncontrolled or refractory infection, emboli episodes, conduction disturbances, organ dysfunction, tissue destruction by microorganisms.